At approximately 3:13 p.m. on January 7th, 2026, Sergeant Duncan was notified by K-Team Communications that the Saline County Sheriff's Office was involved in a vehicle pursuit of a red Kia Soul with Tennessee plates traveling westbound on Interstate 30 near the 109-mile marker. Sergeant Duncan, who was near mile marker 91 at the time, observed the pursuit approaching and positioned his patrol unit to assume the primary pursuit role.
Keep your hands up. Hands up.
Don't rush it.
Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Keep them 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 up. Touch the ceiling. Touch the ceiling. Leave them there. Leave them there. Leave them there. Leave them there. Do not move. I will shoot you in the face, okay? Chill out. Keep your hands on the road.
I'm behind you. I'm behind you.
Hey, partner.
Hey, I'm gonna go to this other side, okay?
All right. No, keep your hands up.
Hey, listen. All right.
Keep your hands up. If you drop your hands, I'll shoot you.
Hey, roll the window down. Roll the window down.
Roll the window down.
Roll down the window. Yes.
Can I turn the music down?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, turn it down. Shut your car off. Do it now. I want you to step out on that other side, both hands raised. Now listen very carefully, okay? If you drop your hands, the chances of you dying are very great. Do you understand? Okay, so listen. Hey, back up just a little bit. Back up just a little bit. Whenever I tell you to, open that door, both hands to the sky. Do you understand me? Do it now. Both hands, keep them up, or I'm telling you, you're getting shot.
All right, look at me. Look at me. I want you to get down on your face. Right down on the ground, on your face. Keep your hands out like an airplane. Do you understand me?
Hey, keep covering off.
All right.
I'll just keep covering.
Yep.
Hey, leave them out. Leave them out. I got it. Y'all just keep covering. Listen. Cross your ankles.
Cross my ankles.
Following the pit maneuver, the driver was taken into custody without further incident. The Kia Soul was clearly no match for law enforcement, but it remains unclear why the driver chose to flee and escalate the situation. Around 3:53 p.m. on November 26, 2025, Trooper David Minotti was positioned along U.S. Highway 82 near Pew Circle, just outside Lake Village in Chicot County, when he observed a white Nissan Xterra traveling westbound. The vehicle came to a stop at 4669 U.S. Highway 82, just west of Pew Circle. Trooper Minotti approached the driver and initiated contact.
How y'all doing? All right. Hey, Trooper Minotti with Arkansas Police. Your tag's coming back to a different vehicle.
Yeah, it was Abby's, a friend of mine.
Okay, you got your license and insurance with you? Alrighty. Tennessee. Alright, Mr. Cannon. Yes. Come here real quick. We'll just talk right here then, okay? How much weed's in the vehicle right now?
No, we smoked earlier.
Well, you know, DWI drugs is a real thing, right?
Right.
See, whenever you say you smoked earlier, that's not a good sign, right?
He smoked earlier. I didn't.
You didn't smoke earlier.
No.
Okay. All right, y'all give me 1 second, okay?
As Trooper Minotti explained the reason for the stop and asked the driver, Mickey Cannon, to provide his license and proof of insurance, he detected the odor of marijuana coming from inside the vehicle. When questioned about it, Cannon claimed his passengers had been smoking earlier. He then opened the door, revealing that he was wearing a catheter and that his left leg was largely paralyzed from a prior accident. A few minutes later, while the two passengers stood outside waiting, Cannon suddenly bolted from the scene, accelerating eastbound toward the Mississippi River Bridge on U.S. Highway 82. Trooper Minotti initiated pursuit.
Head to the bridge, every 2 passengers jumped up. The second pit maneuver pushed the Nissan off the south shoulder, flipping it onto its roof. Trooper Minotti immediately called for emergency services. He shattered the rear driver's side window with his baton to establish contact. Fire and rescue teams arrived shortly after and pulled Cannon from the vehicle. Aside from a minor cut on his hand, he showed no clear injuries but was taken to Chico Memorial Hospital for evaluation. A follow-up check revealed Cannon was wanted in Tennessee for a parole violation, which he admitted was why he fled. Because of his medical conditions, including a catheter and partial paralysis of his left leg, he was released pending a court summons rather than taken into custody.
I can't hear you, but I know you can hear me.
On the afternoon of April 26, 2024, Arkansas State Police spotted a vehicle matching the description of one reported stolen just days earlier. When troopers attempted a traffic stop, the driver sped off at high speed, leading to a tragic outcome.
Just minutes into the pursuit, speeds had already exceeded 120 miles per hour and at times reached over 140 miles per hour. Recognizing the driver's reckless and determined behavior, and with the chase unfolding on a deserted stretch of road flanked by open fields, troopers began preparing for a high-speed pit maneuver.
He's on foot.
Minutes later, a high-speed pit maneuver was executed at around 130 miles per hour. The impact sent the suspect's vehicle off the left side of the road into a field, then back onto the roadway where it rolled several times before landing upside down in a field on the right. The driver immediately exited the vehicle and appeared to attempt a foot escape, but quickly gave up and surrendered. He was taken into custody without further incident and admitted to stealing the vehicle.
Crawl on over here to me. Somebody else in the vehicle. Crawl on over here to me. Hey, keep out from me. I got what I do. Get your ass down. Get your ass fucking down. Hey, Donnie. Damn, honey, back. How many people for help? Okay. Tell me 10-15 1.
At approximately 5:35 p.m. on February 20th, 2026, Arkansas State Police units were requested to assist as a pursuit entered St. Francis County from Madison. Sergeant Medley received an update that the suspect vehicle was traveling westbound on Highway 334 toward South Washington Road. He positioned himself along Highway 334 and intercepted the pursuit as it passed, quickly joining the chase and working to move into the lead position.
He's still rolling. TBI getting something there.
The first two pit maneuvers failed to stop the suspect, who remained determined and appeared unwilling to surrender as long as the vehicle was still capable of moving.
He drove out of post. We got a county in front, and then a county, they have to get that county, I can take you on. Looking inside that person. Okay, we're on Roger. We're on Roger. Coming up to Lake Clement, she pulls outside, and it goes up across stay behind safe. Calm down. All right, county 15 on 2. County 15 on 2. We're coming into the curve on Walker. State's coming. State's coming. Be still. Just don't lost it. Hey, oh, he just. Is it ready? He hit me.
Surrounded by patrol units, the vehicle stopped at South Rosser and East Davis, where a felony stop was conducted, and the driver, Jonathan Howard, was taken into custody without incident. A search of the vehicle revealed about 12 alcoholic beverage cans, several open and partially consumed, with a strong odor of alcohol inside. Sergeant Medley also noted the smell of alcohol on Howard's breath, along with slurred speech, bloodshot eyes, and poor balance, signs consistent with intoxication based on his training and experience. At approximately 11:10 a.m. on March 16, 2026, the Livingston Police Department was notified by the San Jacinto County Sheriff's Office about a stolen vehicle heading north on Highway 146. Officers located the vehicle near the Red Barn area and attempted a traffic stop, but the driver refused to stop and fled.
He's still rolling. Go right way, go right way. Lady, we're about to come into town. Pit. You just turn right on 190.
Get that front right tires up. Go.
Hold up.
After being tased and taken into custody, the suspect was identified as William Rivera, 22, of Lee's Summit, Missouri. He was charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle and evading arrest in a vehicle.
Taser.
At about 9:45 p.m. on August 2nd, 2025, Trooper Bailey was on patrol when he spotted a black vehicle rapidly approaching from behind at over 100 miles per hour. He activated his emergency lights in an attempt to stop the car, but it sped past, clearly intent on fleeing. What the driver may have forgotten, however, was that he was in Arkansas, where a high-speed pursuit had just officially begun.
Go back off at 91. Get behind the trooper. 91, where you at? I'm behind the front of 91. Copy. So you get to that thing that they come up to 118, speed about 115 and 120.
Okay, is that 7? Is now?
Around 142, I'm coming up on 118. I go, time for TVI, past 118, coming up to elevator. We're going to go overpass, speed's 120, passing on the inside.
Determining the vehicle posed a serious danger to others, officers decided to end the pursuit with a high-speed pit maneuver. Trooper Bailey executed the pit at 110 miles per hour, causing the car to spin counterclockwise. But the driver quickly regained control and continued speeding away.
The Delroy top, TVI. Just getting back in it.
TVI recovered. 22.
Please continue.
Back on still eastbound.
What's the vehicle description? Toyota passenger car, coming up military overpass. 91 is that you? 91 is that me when I'm behind you. Come on, pass all of us in the middle line. Okay, 90, I'm secondary behind the police. Cars are dropped out if you can. We have 30 units in.
Don't fucking do that! What are you
Okay,
doing?
90, stay please. That's up to the DDI. We're going to be right before the 121, speed to 101. Passing on the shoulder.
Stop!
Speeds are 115 going under the Alco overpass. Station TDI right at Burlington. TDI at Burlington, roll over.
The chase reached speeds of over 120 miles per hour. After just over 2 minutes, another patrol unit pulled ahead and executed a successful pit maneuver at 115 miles per hour, sending the vehicle into a concrete barrier. The car skidded along the roadway before coming to a stop. The driver attempted to exit and flee on foot, but officers quickly closed in, apprehending both the driver and the passenger. The incident remains under investigation.
Don't fucking move! Don't fucking move! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Go ahead! Go ahead!
At around 4:50 p.m. on July 8th, 2024, Trooper Cass spotted a silver Land Rover SUV traveling well above the posted limit. His moving radar confirmed the vehicle was going 72 miles per hour in a 50 mile per hour construction zone near mile marker 139 on eastbound I-30. Trooper Cass pulled in behind the SUV and activated his emergency lights and siren. At first, the driver slowed down signaled right, and drifted toward the right lane, but then continued forward instead of stopping. Realizing the driver was attempting to flee, Trooper Cass activated the siren fully and initiated a pursuit.
Now you gotta go to Broadway. Come on. Adam 44 Little Rock 1024.
1044.
30 East taking the 141 with Adam X-Ray Sam 65 Ida AXS 65I on a silver Land Rover.
Yeah, 1052, April 25 out Little Rock, insurance not confirmed.
Adam 44 1037.
Little Rock, 44, 30, 141,
Seeing traffic growing heavier as the chase returned to Interstate 30, Trooper Cass made a critical decision. With public safety at increasing risk, he prepared to use a pit maneuver at the first safe opportunity to bring the pursuit to an end.
30,
30 East, speeds 45, passing Curtis Heights.
30, passing 35, 45, mile an hour. Before you get a chance, hit it before it gets out of control on speed.
10-4, I have a lot of cars around right now. Approaching the 40 split.
Approaching 40 split.
Taking 40 west.
40 westbound. What's your speed?
Current speed's 40. They drove out the TGI heading wrong way. 130 exit.
Do not let them get on the wrong way over there, so.
We're already on.
Get it up, smoke.
After the first two pit attempts failed, Trooper Cass tried a third time. And this one worked. The SUV spun around, but instead of stopping, the driver hit the gas again, colliding with an eastbound vehicle and forcing that driver into the left lane. Trooper Cass immediately pinned the fleeing SUV between patrol units as the suspect kept trying to drive away. The driver was ordered out of the vehicle and taken into custody without further incident. During the arrest, Trooper Cass noted a strong smell of alcohol coming from the driver. Inside the SUV, he found several open containers, along with a cup containing ice and a liquid consistent with an alcoholic beverage. At approximately 3:30 p.m. on December 29, 2025, a USPS mail carrier in Akron was robbed at gunpoint while delivering mail. The suspect was later identified traveling toward Cuyahoga County, and deputies with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office, along with U.S. postal inspectors and the Cleveland Police Department, quickly located the suspect vehicle. Upon noticing law enforcement presence, the suspect immediately fled, triggering a pursuit.
County's behind it with the grappler. Send units, I'm going eastbound. Eastbound, passing 97th to Dickens, speed 61.
Where you at?
Eastbound, 94 Dickens, eastbound.
Yeah, keep this up there.
What sergeant approved the pursuit?
Footbail, footbail, footbail! Trash, 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 trash!
Jimmy, where are you?
Heard grapplers over the air, Sarge, but I'm pretty sure that's out of the back.
Dog's released! Dog's released! Dog caught him! Dog caught him! Sissoko and 116. Put your fucking hands down! Put your fucking hands down! Lay on your belly! Lay on your belly! Lay on your fucking belly! Get on your fucking belly! Get on your belly!
It wasn't me.
Get on your fucking belly!
He biting me.
Get the fuck over!
I can't.
Get the fuck over!
He biting me.
Roll over now!
He biting me.
Roll over!
Ah, I can't.
Roll over now!
I'm
Good job, buddy.
trying.
Good bond.
I'm
Hold this
trying.
arm. Hold this arm.
I can't turn over. I got it.
Ah! Let go of the dog! Let go of the fucking dog! Get your fucking hands off! Get your hands.
After a brief foot pursuit and with assistance from a canine unit, the suspect was subdued and taken into custody. Although he initially appeared confused and acted as if he were innocent, he was later confirmed to be the individual responsible for the earlier armed robbery, and the stolen items were recovered from his vehicle.
Negative effect on grappler.
Around 10:23 p.m. on November 23, 2025, Officer Gomez conducted a traffic stop on a white Chrysler 300 displaying a stolen license plate near 3334 Spring Hill Drive.
He confirmed the stolen status through ACIC and verified it again over Coordination Channel 2. When Officer Gomez activated his emergency lights, the vehicle immediately sped off, prompting a pursuit.
Loki, with Baker, Ida, Adam, 75 Victor on the white Chrysler. They say get off, we going smoky, coming with my camera, red light. Speed to 63, smoky lane, northbound. Stolen plate, out of Little Rock. Speed is 85, still northbound, smoky lane. No traffic. Go ahead and let my state. We on Landers Road. It's a 61.
Through the pursuit, the vehicle pushed speeds of 85 to 100 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone, running red lights and weaving through traffic. The suspect car then merged onto Interstate 40 westbound. Officer Gomez requested assistance from the Arkansas State Police. As the pursuit moved past the megachurch, Arkansas State Police units joined in and executed a pit maneuver on Interstate 40 westbound just before the Camp Robinson exit. Once the vehicle came to a stop, the driver, Jalen Anderson, fled on foot but was quickly apprehended. Given his attempt to run, Officer Gomez believed Anderson was aware the license plate was stolen. The passenger, Talon King, complied with commands and was taken into custody without incident. At the time of his arrest, King was found carrying a loaded Glock pistol with an extended magazine tucked in his waistband. A search of the vehicle uncovered 2 additional firearms, a loaded Draco on the driver's side floorboard and an ARP on the passenger side floor.
Hey, get it 1050 on him.
At approximately 11:10 p.m. on July 9, 2022, Trooper Bird was on patrol when he observed a Dodge Charger speeding past at a high rate of speed. Trooper Bird accelerated to over 100 miles per hour in an attempt to catch up. However, when he attempted a traffic stop, the driver hit the gas and fled, initiating a high-speed pursuit.
South on Shackelford.
That's 36.
During the pursuit, the suspect consistently maintained speeds between 80 and 90 miles per hour, creating multiple dangerous traffic situations. At one point, a passenger extended their hand out of the window as if signaling surrender, yet the vehicle continued speeding forward. Recognizing the ongoing threat to public safety, Trooper Byrd made the decision to perform a pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end.
We just turned right to go back to the stagecoach. We're on stagecoach 824. Speeds 80, light traffic. Speed 100. Trying to get into a neighborhood back here where 16th Red Charger crashed out of the house. We're still Red Charger turning on stage 2. Speed 70.
As the driver began to slow down in an attempt to make a left turn, Trooper Byrd seized the opportunity and executed a precise pit maneuver, forcing the Dodge Charger to a stop. All four occupants complied with commands, extending their hands out of the windows while waiting for backup to arrive. While they waited, the driver leaned out of the window to inspect the damage to the vehicle. Had he simply pulled over and accepted a citation, things might have ended differently. All four were taken into custody shortly after, without further incident. Around 12:15 p.m. on December 31, 2022, Maryland State Police received multiple 911 calls reporting a reckless driver traveling along Interstate 95. Trooper Manuel quickly located a vehicle matching the description. At that time, the vehicle was already speeding and frequently using the shoulder to pass traffic. As Trooper Manuel attempted to stop the car, the driver accelerated, appearing to flee. Realizing this, Trooper Manuel initiated a pursuit and notified dispatch.
She's all over the place. She's not stopping. She's speeding up 100 miles on the shoulder. Switch to lane 1, 84 miles an hour. I had the mother been from her car. She was a little bit upset. Father won't let her know where he's taking her kids. She can add me to a license card. want to exit to the northbound. We're passing that right now. 11 highway. She's just jerking the wheel all over the place. We're at 60 miles an hour in lane 3.
Just wanting to the single vehicle acres, speaking to
North at the 97.1.
Roger, Linda G. Center 4, Maryland 522
45.
Good.
She's valid, negative for 1.
At first, the vehicle was traveling at around 70 to 75 miles per hour, then suddenly accelerated to 100 to 110 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone, despite heavy fog and moderate traffic. Trooper Manuel attempted to speed up, reaching over 100 miles per hour, but could barely see the suspect's vehicle through the thick fog. The pursuit lasted about 7 minutes before the driver lost control while attempting to take exit 109A. The vehicle veered off the roadway and crashed into a tree, flipping onto its side and sustaining heavy damage. When Trooper Manuel arrived, the driver was unresponsive inside the wreckage, appearing to have suffered serious injuries.
Can you hear me?
Northeast, I believe they're the ramp from northbound to southbound 279. We'll be able to
Never.
11 highway, the vehicle's wrapped around a tree. I can't get to her. The engine's on fire from below. Get fireboard here.
10-4, over the mall.
You got fire extinguisher? You got fire extinguisher?
Fireboard notified. One open alibis.
Northeast is right behind us.
What was your message? No, I'm down.
She's in the car. I can't get to her.
Officers worked to prevent the vehicle from catching fire while waiting for EMS to arrive. Despite their efforts and the quick response of emergency crews, the driver, identified as 26-year-old Julie Clark of Tenafly, New Jersey, was pronounced dead at the scene. A tragic way to end the year. Had she chosen to stop, things might have turned out differently.
In pursuit with a silver F-150 right here at McCain.
On Thursday, April 10th, 2025, around 7:27 p.m., Trooper Tyler Riles exited I-57 onto McCain Boulevard. As he approached the intersection at McCain and Landers Road, he saw flashing blue lights ahead and a silver pickup weaving through traffic. To manage the intersection and redirect the suspect, Trooper Riles activated his emergency lights. The driver responded by turning north onto Landers Road, away from the traffic on McCain.
I'm with them. They're pulling over me to take primary. It's going to be Oklahoma King out of Union 3
Trooper Riles notified ASP dispatch about the NLRPD pursuit of a silver Ford F-150 with Oklahoma plates and planned to follow unless needed. As he joined, NLRPD units moved aside, and the primary unit shifted to the left shoulder. Riles informed Sergeant McDonald, who then authorized him to take the lead in the pursuit.
Northbound, he's not stopping.
Trooper Riles took the lead on Landers Road, traveling at about 65 miles per hour. He pulled alongside the fleeing vehicle and used his PA system to order the driver, later identified as Mary Weatherspoon, to stop. Weatherspoon, seen speaking on her cell phone, yelled profanities, made obscene gestures, and brake-checked his patrol car while continuing to flee.
Copy 36 secondary. Copy TVR 729.
Get out! Get on the ground! That's the car! Put your hands behind your back.
Near the intersection of Landers and Trammell Roads, in front of Russell Chevrolet, Trooper Riles executed a tactical vehicle intervention, bringing the pursuit to an end. The driver was arrested without incident, and the scene was handed over to the North Little Rock Police Department. On June 20, 2025, at approximately 2:34 a.m., Trooper Juan Rosado was patrolling in a marked Florida Highway Patrol Dodge Charger in Lee County. While traveling eastbound on State Road 82 near Ortiz Avenue, he observed a bronze Jeep Liberty speeding at 63 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone, passing his patrol car in the left lane. Trooper Rosado activated his emergency lights and siren near Richmond Avenue to initiate a traffic stop. Instead, the driver entered the left turn lane, made a U-turn, and continued westbound without stopping. Trooper Rosado then advised the Fort Myers Communication Center that he was initiating a pursuit. As the vehicle slowed near the registered address of 539 Nuna Avenue, Trooper Rosado performed a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to rotate. Through the unobstructed driver's window, he clearly saw the driver wearing a blue t-shirt. The suspect, later identified as Miguel, attempted to turn into his driveway but struck a chain-link fence before pulling in. Trooper Rosado observed Miguel trying to open the driver's door and used his pit bar to block it. Miguel then climbed into the passenger seat, opened the door, and began backing away. As Trooper Rosado approached and gave lawful commands, Miguel briefly raised his hands before fleeing on foot around the residence.
I'm not resisting. I surrender. I'm not resisting.
Give us your hands in. Put your hands behind your back. Put it behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. I got him. Yes, you are. Get him out.
Ok, ya tengo la prueba. Si pasa yo tengo la prueba en la casa.
Back up. Back up.
Ya tengo la prueba. Yo tengo la prueba. Si pasa algo conmigo,
Someone 1015 in custody. This is the driver? Huh? This is the driver? Yeah. She's gonna go for the station, okay? Okay, get on your butt. I've always been behind. Come on, bud. I'm pinned up. My here's
On the evening of July 25, 2025, a Lowell Police Department officer conducted a traffic stop on a white Jeep for multiple violations, including failure to use a turn signal, speeding, a non-functioning tag light, and an expired license plate. The driver complied and pulled over, and the officer approached the vehicle to begin the stop.
Good evening. Sorry, that did not mean to flash you like that. I'm Officer Hicks, Lowell PD, 1394. The reason I'm stopping you, dog, is so when I pulled out on the 71, you made an immediate right turn, right? You didn't even, you're supposed to give 100 feet before you turn and use a signal. You didn't do that. And then you sped down Empire Street, right? Your license plate light is out and you got expired tags. So what's up, man? What are you doing? Are you trying to avoid me or what?
No, sir. She just mentioned that we passed the gas station. I was like, damn, you're right. So I'm going to come back to the gas station.
Okay. Well, you missed this whole turn in.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Where are you from? Where are you staying at now? In Rogers? How long you been staying in Rogers?
About a month now.
Okay. All right. Y'all got IDs?
I do not have my ID on me, sir.
Okay. All right. Why are you lighting up a cigarette, big dog?
Mm-hmm.
No, you can. I'm just curious. You nervous about something?
No, I like smoking cigarettes, sir.
All right. You got ID on you, ma'am? Okay. All right. So y'all driving it. Is this your car? Huh?
It's a friend.
A friend? Do they know you got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Y'all got anything with your names on it whatsoever?
I do not. I can give you my name, sir.
All right. You got a notepad? So they came up Pleasant Grove. I'm sitting stationary, pull out on the highway, immediate turn by Fitness 1, gun it down Empire Street, come back out onto Pleasant Grove. Claims he did that because he missed the gas station, but then instead of turning in here, went back.
The male driver and female passenger told the officer they had no identification. The driver appeared nervous and claimed his erratic driving was due to missing a turn into a gas station. When the officer asked him to step out of the vehicle, the driver refused and suddenly sped off, initiating a high-speed pursuit through Rogers, Arkansas.
Go ahead. Gonna be a pursuit.
Timber.
We're gonna be eastbound on Pleasant Grove.
Timber. Okay. I think Calm is currently northbound 71, going into Rogers. Speed 43.
113 charges are going to be
118 still northbound. Where's 8th Street and Oak? We're going to be eastbound on West Oak Street, getting off of 8th Street, westbound onto Sunset Drive. Still westbound on Sunset, speed 30 miles an hour. Traffic's done.
13 units and field leads us into a neighborhood and stops. Keep your eyes out in case it's an ambush.
Yep. Army's notified, they're going to help out with those.
Hey, just doing a work right for you.
About 10 minutes into the pursuit, the driver came to another stop. This time, the female passenger exited the vehicle. The driver then took off once again, continuing at a slow speed. The original officer remained close behind, maintaining visual contact while waiting for backup units to arrive.
Passenger. 17 to 13. We are still westbound. Just took a left. I'm not sure what road we're on yet. But GPS is 10-7 at the second. I'll get you a road.
Units, I'm gonna let state take a lead.
Minutes later, as Arkansas State Police arrived on scene, a crossfire maneuver was immediately attempted, but the driver managed to evade it. Shortly afterward, a successful pit maneuver spun the Jeep counterclockwise and brought it to a stop on the roadway. However, the driver still refused to exit the vehicle.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Stop! Stop! Please! Don't do it!
150, show me 2 for calls.
Never.
Watch out! Slow him, watch out!
118, you still trying to drive out of here? He's back on the road again.
The driver then took off again, circling through a nearby parking lot with increasingly reckless behavior. Despite the vehicle beginning to emit smoke, he continued fleeing, at one point even plowing through flower beds in a desperate attempt to escape.
Let's keep 2 units in there, 30 units, get back down. Alright, I think we're back northbound on Dixieland. Vehicles smoking pretty badly. They're currently westbound on Olive. Looks like they just spit them out. Again, not sure what intersection it is up there. Could be Olive and 24th Street. Yeah.
Finally, with multiple patrol units closing in, an Arkansas State Police unit forced the Jeep to the shoulder, bringing the pursuit to an end. Officers approached with weapons drawn and took the driver into custody without further incident. The driver claimed he fled because he didn't want the female passenger to get hurt. A records check revealed he had previously fled from law enforcement 26 times.
And have him or her present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire, hey, listen.
On the night of June 20th, 2025, Trooper Matthews spotted two Dodge Challengers traveling together. He followed closely and activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, but both vehicles ignored the signal and accelerated. Realizing they were attempting to flee, Trooper Matthews began a pursuit and notified the dispatch center.
Stand by, Atlanta. 1080 times 2, 1080 times 2, gray Charger and a white one, or excuse me, Challenger. Gray Challenger and a white Challenger, no 28 on either one of them. John Wesley Dobbs passing Ellis. Going to the interstate, going connector south, connector south.
The two vehicles stayed together for a few more minutes. Trooper Matthews attempted to close in on the silver Dodge to slow it down, but the driver refused to comply and quickly sped away.
Making their way over to the right, might take 20. They're still together. You can see cars. To the right. All right, yeah, they're trying to take I-20 together. Still coming up to I-20.
Coming up I-20.
Staying south on the connector, staying south on the connector. Coming up to Fulton Street.
Staying south on connector.
Coming up on 85, coming up to 85.
Coming up on 85.
All right, passing up 85, staying 75 south, Cleveland. 75.
After about 4 minutes, the white vehicle split off at Cleveland Avenue, and Trooper Matthews continued pursuing the gray Dodge southbound on Interstate 75. At that point, the chase escalated as the suspect vehicle increased speed significantly.
One to the exit and one away.
All right, still southbound 75, coming up to Central Ave. We're passing up Clayton County units now, passing Clayton County units now, stand by.
Passing Clayton County units.
Pit, I'm trying to get him off the road, get him disabled, stand by. All right, stand by.
Finally, as the suspect reduced speed, Trooper Matthews seized the opportunity and successfully executed a TBI maneuver, bringing the vehicle to a stop. The driver was taken into custody without further incident.
All right, stand by.
On April 14th, 2024, at about 6:53 p.m., Trooper First Class A. Matthews and TFC B. Rutledge were heading south on Candler Road near Flat Shoals Road when they spotted a blue and gray 2020 Suzuki DRZ 400 motorcycle with no visible tag. The rider was operating recklessly, popping wheelies and splitting lanes between cars. As the motorcycle approached the Candler Road intersection over I-285, it stopped at a red light and began weaving between vehicles to get to the front. Heavy traffic kept the troopers from attempting a box-in maneuver. When the light turned green, Trooper Matthews activated his lights and siren to conduct a traffic stop. The rider initially appeared to comply, then suddenly accelerated away, triggering a pursuit.
Sorry, 1080. Candler, southbound at 285. Motorcycle, 28s. So it's a black man wearing black pants, black t-shirt, with a green P on the back. Suzuki bike.
Clear northbound, Taylor.
705, be careful. Looks like you're gonna go into that left pocket.
I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. He's trying to make us out here.
We're just doing circles right now, around 285 on Camry. Northbound, going over 285.
Northbound,
285. Maybe some come back out on the
Doing more circles right here at Panthers.
The pursuit continued at only moderate speeds, generally less than 20 miles per hour over the limit, but the rider's behavior was extremely dangerous. He drove onto sidewalks, crossed into oncoming lanes, and ignored traffic signals at multiple intersections. As the chase moved along Candler Road, the suspect repeatedly made U-turns and cut through several private parking lots in an effort to evade capture.
Might be going on 285.
Clear approaching 285.
I'm going to do a U-turn on you again.
Clear turning on Union.
No, U-turn back northbound Candler. We're just constantly doing circles. If we can get more than two of us here, we might can effectively channelize it. I'm secondary now. I'll call it. Back northbound Candler, Panthersville again.
Clear northbound Panthersville.
Circle again. Southbound Candler. Southbound on Candler.
Southbound Candler.
Might be out of gas. Nope, everybody's still going. Stand by for another U-turn, 367. I don't know if we can do this all night, I guess. Ooh, civilian just tapping him off the bike. Stand by, stand by.
As the pursuit headed north on Candler Road and crossed I-285 again, the rider tried to jump a raised median and became stuck. A Clayton County Sheriff's deputy, who happened to be off duty and nearby in his personal vehicle, jumped out, tackled the motorcyclist, and brought him to the ground. Trooper Matthews and Trooper Rutledge quickly moved in to assist and took the suspect into custody. The rider was identified as Stephen Ferguson. A records check showed his driver's license was suspended for failure to appear, and the motorcycle was canceled, uninsured, and not legally registered. The bike was impounded by South Metro Towing, and Ferguson was transported to the DeKalb County Jail, where he was booked on fleeing and eluding, along with multiple additional violations. On March 23, 2022, a deputy with the Florence County Sheriff's Office stopped a pickup truck for speeding near mile marker 165 on I-95. The vehicle initially pulled over, and the female driver appeared cooperative. It seemed like everything would end with just a ticket, but what happened next shocked everyone.
Pulling over now. You still at the 165 north? $166. Simple. How you doing? You already running down for me? How you doing? Got your license registration? Huh? You got your license? I got you. You got ID or anything? 25? 25. Seat right quick. On the passenger side, have a seat in my front seat right quick. Odor of marijuana.
After explaining the reason for the stop to the driver, the deputy approached the pickup and asked the passenger to step out. Suddenly, the passenger jumped into the driver's seat and sped away, prompting deputies to initiate a pursuit.
Where you at? Northbound. 166. At the 166, on the left-hand side, it's in the median, a gray bag. Yes, sir. On the road. Off the road. Can you get a tag or anything? Oh, okay, yeah, dog, that Tennessee tag. How much seconds? 69, getting on that 69. 1050, where you at? Roll fire hot, roll fire hot. Wait to 1050. Where you at?
After explaining the reason for the stop to the driver, the deputy approached the pickup and asked the passenger to step out. Suddenly, the passenger jumped into the driver's seat and sped away, prompting deputies to initiate a pursuit.
We got her out. Tommy and them pulls up. We go to.
On Tuesday, April 13, 2024, at about 6:31 a.m., Trooper Edwards was traveling west on Interstate 16 near mile marker 1 when he spotted a maroon Ford F-150 with heavily tinted windows and a silver toolbox in the bed blocking visibility. The truck was failing to maintain its lane, nearly striking several vehicles as it drifted between lanes. Edwards advised Troop D Communications that he was initiating a traffic stop and activated his lights and siren. The truck moved into the far right lane and entered the ramp to Interstate 75 North. While on the ramp, the driver suddenly accelerated, attempting to pass a tractor trailer on the right. Edwards then notified dispatch he was in pursuit and requested backup from Post 44.
How are you?
pursuit continued northbound on Interstate 75 in light traffic. The suspect drove recklessly, making unsafe lane changes, failing to signal, speeding, and even using the emergency lane. Several times, the truck nearly collided with other drivers. Edwards confirmed with dispatch that Post 44 had a trooper en route, but with no immediate backup in position and no safe alternative, he determined a pit would be necessary to stop the vehicle before innocent motorists were injured. As the pursuit passed exit 169, Edwards identified a clear stretch of roadway and notified dispatch of his intent to perform a pit. Moments later, he executed the maneuver, causing the truck to spin clockwise off the road and come to a stop on the east shoulder of northbound Interstate 75. Edwards' patrol car briefly lost control as well, but quickly stabilized. Officers moved in immediately and took the driver into custody.
He's out. He's out. Alrighty. Hey, one off the right here, one up on the hill.
On August 5th, 2024, Jonesboro police were called to a hotel to handle a disorderly suspect who had reportedly threatened to kill both staff and any responding officers. When police arrived, the suspect ran to his vehicle, got inside and started the engine, but did not immediately drive away. Officers ordered him to exit the vehicle and show his hands. Suddenly, the suspect accelerated, fled the parking lot, and drove onto the roadway, forcing officers to pursue.
Good spot, good spot. Go to the south line.
While Jonesboro officers terminated their pursuit, Bono Police and the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office continued following the suspect and successfully deployed spike strips. Officers stayed behind, waiting for the suspect to come to a stop. A few minutes later, the suspect stopped due to the deflated tires, but refused to exit the vehicle. Officers deployed a K-9 and used force to take the suspect into custody.
We're trying to get him out right now.
Get out!
Get out of the vehicle.
It's your last chance! Send it! Here! Revere!
Watch crossfire.
Revere! Send it! Unlock it! I'm trying. Dispatch K9 back, K9 back. Wait, lay on your stomach. Can you do this leash? Well, there's glass here. I've got blood all over. Hey, Buck, stay there. Here. I'm going to close this door. Here. Come on, here. Up. Right, off, right.
The suspect, later identified as Vernon Scott Curtis, was taken into custody in an unstable mental state. Officers believed Curtis was under the influence of narcotics and transported him to St. Bernard's Medical Center, where a blood sample was collected after a search warrant was obtained. Curtis was admitted to the hospital due to other health issues. He now faces multiple charges, including first-degree terroristic threatening, fleeing, resisting arrest, driving under the influence, and driving on a revoked license. At about 8:50 p.m. on August 29, 2025, Arkansas State Police Sergeant Kyle Jones was working a sobriety checkpoint on Highway 41 at Highway 234 when a white Chevrolet Tahoe approached southbound. Sergeant Jones contacted the driver, later identified as Kenneth Terrell, who was not wearing a seatbelt. Terrell said he had no identification and would need to search the vehicle for it. Jones asked for Terrell's cell phone, which Terrell handed over, then directed him to pull to the shoulder for further investigation. Instead of stopping, Terrell accelerated and fled south on Highway 41. Sergeant Jones and nearby patrol units immediately initiated a pursuit.
34, 38 high, or 37. Highway 41 southbound, south crossroads. If we can get it before we get the form, we do it. 10-4, he slammed his brakes on.
The chase reached speeds of over 100 miles per hour as Sergeant Jones repeatedly tried to move in for a pit. Each time, the suspect slammed on the brakes or swerved to block the patrol car's approach. Still, Sergeant Jones stayed close, waiting for the right moment to bring the pursuit to an end.
Let me get up beside you on the straight stretcher. I can kind of box you in. 10-4, you might be able to pull ahead of me. Pull up on him a little quicker than me. When we get up here, if I can't get up beside him, just pass me and get up there.
As the pursuit neared the town of Foreman, where a high school football game was underway, Sergeant Jones recognized the imminent danger to the public and knew he had to stop Terrell before reaching the area. Moving in once more, he executed a pit maneuver. The The impact sent the Tahoe off the east side of the road, across a ditch, and into a pasture, where it came to rest upright facing west. The vehicle was cleared, and Terrell was found lying on the ground near the driver's side, partially concealed under the vehicle as he tried to hide. He was taken into custody without further incident. Troopers noted Terrell showed clear signs of intoxication, with a strong odor of alcohol on his breath. Records revealed he was wanted for failing to comply with sex offender registration, violating a domestic protection order, attempting to falsify a drug test, and revocation of his pardon.
Hey, I'm gonna put the pocket knife back in the vehicle, okay?
At about 8:30 p.m. on March 28, 2025, Arkansas State Police Troop C was alerted to a pursuit initiated by the Waldenburg Police Department involving a pickup truck traveling east on State Highway 14. Trooper Josh Landreth joined the chase near Painaway as the suspect turned south onto Highway 1555. Shortly after entering the pursuit, Landreth assumed the lead position and prepared to execute a pit maneuver. As the pursuit passed mile marker 21, Trooper Garcia executed a pit maneuver. The impact forced the suspect's vehicle off the roadway to the left before it crossed back to the right, struck a guardrail, and overturned along the west service road. The vehicle finally came to rest in a field just west of the service road. The suspect, identified as 36-year-old Revale Murphy, was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators confirmed he had not been wearing a seatbelt. A female passenger, who was restrained, sustained minor injuries.
Trooper Landreth also suffered minor injuries earlier in the chase during his initial pit attempt. Interviews with officers revealed the pursuit began after Murphy was stopped for speeding and driving without a license plate. He provided a false name and fled when the officer returned to his patrol car. His decision to run led to tragic consequences.
Vehicle! Get out!
At about 5:48 p.m. on September 13th, 2025, Trooper Harper was monitoring traffic on Dr. Martin Luther King Highway in Camden, Ouachita County, when he spotted a Chevrolet speeding at nearly 100 miles per hour in a 55 miles per hour zone. Trooper Harper immediately accelerated to pursue the Chevy as the driver continued racing away at high speed, clearly attempting to evade law enforcement. Not long after, when the opportunity presented itself, Trooper Harper executed a pit maneuver, causing the Chevy to spin counterclockwise. However, the driver quickly regained control and continued fleeing, weaving onto side roads in an effort to shake off the pursuing trooper. After a second pit attempt failed, Trooper Harper successfully executed a third pit as the driver tried to turn around. The impact disabled the Chevy,
and the driver was taken into custody without further incident.
You better show me your fucking hand!
At approximately 11:11 p.m. on June 27, 2022, Trooper Freeman was monitoring traffic near the westbound Exit 41 intersection when he observed a green Kawasaki motorcycle with neon green lights traveling at a high rate of speed. The vehicle's speed was confirmed at 93 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. Freeman activated his emergency lights and siren to initiate a stop, but the motorcycle continued fleeing at high speed.
Go left or right? Take a right on Spring Drive. Yeah, look up there. Left or right? Gonna be over the street, keep straight up the street, going south.
At an intersection, the motorcycle slowed down, and Trooper Freeman attempted to force it toward the shoulder. However, the rider maneuvered around and escaped, and the pursuit continued at speeds between 110 and 130 miles per hour.
Left turn to left or right? Left turn on to Wesley Drive, I think you get lost. But we're gonna keep it straight. Clear straight on Wesley. I'll just make a left or right, come up to the stop sign. We're gonna be making a left turn on county line to the left, to the right. Back on county line road, going north. We're gonna go to another stop sign, let's make a left or right. We're making a left turn on Raleigh Road. Clear left or right? Clear left on right. Pass the car on to the travel. Come to the stop sign, let's make a left or right. We're gonna be making a left turn, clear left, clear right. Left or right, coming up on Lee Road, gonna be back on Lee Road, making a right turn, maybe trying to get back on the interstate. Yep, we're gonna be back on the interstate going westbound on Lee, or westbound on 20. Yeah, we're gonna be keeping west on Lee. He's gonna be in the right lane. Yeah, right lane. We're gonna be coming up on west on right. Yeah, we're coming down in the right lane. Yeah, we'll never get around there right. We're gonna keep straight right lane to travel. We're gonna get off at Fairview more than likely. Right way, he's gonna slow down a little bit. No, we're gonna keep straight and get off at Fairview. Keep straight. Still westbound. Slow down. We're gonna get into the right lane. Let me keep straight. We're gonna jump in.
Once on the highway, the rider continued fleeing at extreme speeds, aggressively passing vehicles, forcing others out of their lanes, making unsafe lane changes, following too closely, and failing to signal. The pursuit continued for several miles into Carroll County, where TFC Allen joined as a support unit.
Still left lane, continue westbound. There's the right lane right now. Got two green lights on the back of the bike. Left lane going around traffic heavy. Back to the lane, half a mile from 24. Clear 47 south. Did you go back on the right? Clear 50 south on the right. Stay past the 47 behind again. Clear 47 south. And the 1.5.
So you got this one with him. See if we can get him stopped. Looks like he's going to the right emergency lane.
Near mile marker 21, 2 officers successfully executed a containment maneuver, forcing the motorcycle to pull over and stop. The rider, identified as Robert John Wald, complied with commands and was taken into custody. A GCIC check confirmed he had a valid driver's license, but no motorcycle endorsement. The motorcycle was insured, but its registration had been canceled.
Why are you running? Because I don't have license.
At about 1 p.m. on April 2nd, 2024, officers received a report that a suspect had assaulted a 75-year-old man, dragged him out of his Honda Accord, and punched him repeatedly before attempting to steal the car. A witness nearby intervened with a firearm, forcing the suspect to flee in a white Buick LaCrosse. Only 10 minutes earlier, officers had received another call reporting that a suspect with a matching description had tried to carjack a woman, but failed. Units quickly responded to both scenes, gathered statements from witnesses, and began coordinating efforts to track down the suspect and the Buick he was driving.
You did? I did. Okay. And that's what saved me, I think.
Okay. Were you just here doing business at the car wash?
Right, my car was getting ready to.
Okay.
Just watched him. He opened my door and pulled me out. I was like, what's going on, you know?
He yelled at me, I was over here, that's my truck. So I was over here cleaning my truck up. He yelled at me and I said, look, get out of there. And I wasn't sure which car it was, right? I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
He had blood coming all the way down his face.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna have medics because that needs to get checked out.
They need to be looked at. I agree.
Can you get medic for
how old are you, sir?
75. 75-year-old man.
So he yelled at me, and I went and I said, look, get out of there. And I went and I said, I'm getting my gun. I grabbed my gun out of my truck. I brandished it. I didn't put my finger on the trigger or anything like that. I said, you need to make the right decision and get out of here.
Okay.
He walked over to his car. He took off. I got pictures of his car and license plate.
Perfect.
A few minutes later, officers located the suspect's vehicle and attempted a traffic stop, but the driver immediately accelerated and fled, triggering a high-speed pursuit.
he's going down a hill.
Even with a blown tire, the suspect kept fleeing and eventually bailed out of the vehicle, running across open fields toward the Jefferson City Airport. Ground units held back while the police helicopter tracked him from above. In this condition, there was little chance the suspect could escape law enforcement.
He's down. He's trying to get back. He's went through a field. He's trying to get onto the oil well road. Aircraft is overhead.
95 MP's got him. He's on the Event Center Road, coming to the old highway that cut through into Jeff City. He's currently westbound.
95 MP, copy. Old Event Center. One Event Center coming to Old Highway that cut through westbound.
Yep. He just crossed over, and now he is behind the Ag Center here, headed down towards the river.
Copy, behind Ag Center, heading down towards the river. Copy, both driver tires down northbound on Hibernia, coming back out to the airport overpass.
All right, the patrol car at the overpass, just stay put for a second. He's coming, he's going to go straight across Airport Road, headed on Hibernia towards Wildlife Equipment.
I'm sure you can see what's going on here, but he is the vehicle we're chasing right here, coming onto the airport grounds. You make the call the FBO, just let them know that they have a fugitive running out of this white car here shortly.
Copy, straight across towards the equipment.
Okay, he turned onto the airport property here. He's driving through the grass, eastbound on the airport property.
Copy, onto the airport property in the grass, eastbound.
Went through the fence. He is actually on the airport restricted area now.
That's how he is on the field. Our vehicle is on the field. He's going to get
Copy, it's on airport restricted.
west of the ramp. Yeah, he drove through the fence. You're going to have damage to the fence. Subject out on foot, wearing a red shirt. He is running towards the ramp here, west ramp.
You gotta go get him, bud.
450, 1018.
Okay, he is on the airport ground. Red shirt, red shorts, at a hangar here. He drove through the fence. He's at the north corner of the hangars on the west side of the field.
Copy, is it a hangar to the north corner? The hangar's the west end of the field, red shirt and red shorts.
Despite his efforts to escape, the suspect couldn't break the perimeter set by law enforcement. He was taken into custody and later identified as Josue Lopez, who now faces multiple charges, including carjacking, kidnapping a child, 2 counts, first-degree tampering with a motor vehicle, third-degree assault, special victim, resisting arrest, driving without a license, second offense, careless and imprudent driving.
They've got one in custody. I'd like to just loop around and we'll go on, Charlie.
On October 1st, 2025, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a white Honda speeding along the shoulder of Interstate 95 near Northwest 151st Street in Miami-Dade County. The vehicle was weaving through traffic and recklessly passing other cars on the shoulder. When the trooper activated his lights and siren to initiate a traffic stop, the driver refused to pull over, instead accelerating and sparking a dangerous high-speed pursuit. After a brief pursuit, the trooper attempted a pit maneuver, but it was unsuccessful. Moments later, the driver lost control and crashed into a concrete barrier, bringing the chase to an end. The driver, later identified as 19-year-old Abel Campos of Hialeah, surrendered and was taken into custody without further incident. Campos was booked on charges of fleeing and eluding at high speed and reckless driving causing property damage. No injuries were reported. On January 27, 2024, at around 10:06 p.m., Fort Worth police officers assigned to the West 7th Entertainment District spotted a gray pickup truck leaving a parking lot at 1000 Foch Street with no headlights on. The driver then turned the wrong way onto Morton Street, a one-way road. The truck briefly reversed, nearly hitting a marked police unit, then jumped the curb. Officers reported hearing a passenger inside pleading with the driver to stop. When police activated their overhead lights to conduct a stop due to the erratic driving, the driver sped off, prompting a pursuit.
King 721, we got one felony yield. It's a truck. It's possible 22. He's almost hit us once. He was driving the wrong way on a one-way. He's refusing to get out of the car, and now he's taking off. He's going the wrong way down Foch. We are eastbound West 7th. He just struck a curb, driving reckless. Speeds are about 50. Traffic's light. It's going to be a gray Silverado. We're still eastbound West 7th, passing Staten Street. Watch out. He just struck a curb. He almost struck a Tesla. Still eastbound, passing Harold. We occupied 2 times. Speeds are at 80. Alright. He has just struck another curb. He is on Penn Street.
Officers observed the truck strike multiple curbs and nearly crash into other vehicles while heading east on West 7th Street. At one point, the driver cut across oncoming traffic, jumped a curb into a bank parking lot, and hit a pole, destroying the front left wheel. CPC Dodd. Despite the damage, the suspect continued fleeing at high speed toward the crowded West 7th area. Due to the dangerous driving, officers backed off and reduced their speed.
Stop, wait till he goes. He's still on one wheel. He's going westbound, West 7th. We're coming up on Montgomery Plaza. Watch him, wait. Stop, because all his shit's about to come out. We are still westbound, West 7th. We're passing Staten. He's still on one wheel. Or he's got one wheel popped. Wait. He's gonna hit another curb. Watch it. Wait. Stop. Look out. He just struck another curb. He is still going. We're passing Carroll. Watch out, because you can't see. Just go slow, bro, because he's gonna go slow. Let's see it. There's a lot of smoke. Traffic's still light. Speeds are at 60. Passing Curry. He's coming up on the University intersection. Wait. Stop. Yep. Where's he going? He raked out at 7th University. Yeah, we got him. Stop. Is that him right there?
The suspect drove through heavy traffic at the intersection of West 7th and University, where he crashed into a utility pole, then a stopped vehicle, and ultimately struck two pedestrians, a man and a woman, standing further down the intersection. Pursuing officers arrived within seconds and rendered aid to the victims, who were transported to local hospitals with serious injuries.
Your incident has been updated.
6724, you monitor.
Your incident has been updated. Your incident has been updated.
On April 13, 2023, while patrolling in Escambia County, Florida, Trooper Lopez was alerted that a blue Nissan Altima was fleeing from K-9 Trooper J.E. Ellerby near Northview Drive and Trenton Drive. Trooper Ellerby relayed the vehicle's direction, which was heading toward Trooper Lopez on Mobile Highway. Moments later, Trooper Lopez spotted the Nissan speeding northbound on Mobile Highway, driving recklessly, weaving through traffic, and using the median to pass vehicles. Despite clearly marked patrol units and activated lights and sirens, the driver refused to stop and continued fleeing northbound. When traffic conditions permitted, Trooper Lopez attempted a pit maneuver just south of Michigan Avenue, but the attempt was unsuccessful. He maintained visual contact as the suspect vehicle ran multiple red lights and began driving northbound in the southbound lanes near Pine Forest Road, creating a significant hazard for oncoming traffic. The suspect vehicle attempted a left turn onto Godwin Lane, where Trooper Lopez successfully performed a pit maneuver, bringing it to a stop. The driver, later identified as Cordrell Devontrius Hayes, fled on foot. A passenger, Dakota Robert Downs, also fled while armed with a black pistol. Lopez pursued Hayes southbound and saw him discard a tan and black handgun near 6675 Pine Forest Road. After repeated commands to stop were ignored, Lopez deployed his taser, bringing Hayes into custody. A unit responded to transport him back to the scene.
Go ahead, ma'am. Reference your VIN. Returns valid out of Maryland, 1054, 1029. Registered to Ian Holdings.
Meanwhile, K-9 trooper J.E. Ellerby and Escambia County deputies deployed FHP-K-9 Colt. Downs was located just north of the suspect vehicle. A nearby worker reported seeing him flee with a black pistol into a wooded area. A K-9 article search led to the recovery of a loaded black Springfield 9mm handgun and 2 bags of marijuana, 10 grams total, near where Downs was apprehended. A probable cause search of the vehicle uncovered 30 grams of cocaine in the center console, a digital scale with residue in the cup holder, and Downs' wallet, containing his Florida ID, wedged between the front seat and console.
It's in the back of my phone, sir. I thought Florida Highway Patrol was doing my paperwork.
Right, we're helping him out there. Spell your first name.
C-O-R-D-R, yeah.
C-O-R. C-O-R.
D-R-E-A.
D-R.
Yeah.
On March 4, 2024, at approximately 4:41 p.m., Trooper Shera with the Florida Highway Patrol was monitoring traffic on I-75 near mile marker 153 when he observed a white Dodge Charger with heavily tinted windows. He merged into the inside lane, caught up to the vehicle, and activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop. Instead of stopping, the driver began switching lanes, then suddenly accelerated and exited at CR 762, Tucker's Grade, at high speed. Trooper Shera notified the Fort Myers Regional Communications Center that the vehicle was fleeing and a pursuit had begun.
White Charger, 0, Whiskey Bravo.
At around 130 miles per hour, the Dodge Charger attempted to pass Trooper Prosper, who was in the outside lane, while the Charger moved through the middle lane. The vehicles collided, causing both to lose control and veer onto the grass shoulder near mile marker 148. The suspect's vehicle entered a water-filled ditch and came to rest facing south in approximately 2 feet of water. Trooper Prosper's unit spun clockwise and stopped facing northwest on the shoulder. Trooper Shera alerted FMRCC of the crash, and both troopers approached the vehicle with firearms drawn. Commands were given, and 2 black male suspects were successfully taken into custody. At approximately 10:15 p.m. on October 21, 2024, A Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted an SUV ahead and learned through a records check that the vehicle had been reported stolen. When the trooper activated his emergency lights and siren for a traffic stop, the driver immediately fled, prompting a high-speed pursuit.
So he's been on speeds for 74.
After a pit maneuver sent the SUV rolling multiple times and overturning, the suspect became trapped inside as the vehicle began to catch fire. Troopers quickly forced the door open, pulled the driver to safety, and took him into custody with injuries that were not life-threatening. The fire was contained shortly afterward, preventing further damage. On February 1st, 2026, at approximately 8:42 p.m., Corporal Carter Emerson was patrolling along Highway 270 near Hope, Arkansas, when he observed a dark gray Chevrolet Impala traveling unusually slowly along the right shoulder. He followed the vehicle and activated his emergency lights to initiate a traffic stop, but the driver failed to stop, continued creeping forward, and then suddenly accelerated away, triggering a pursuit. The Impala fled at extreme speeds, reaching approximately 131 miles per hour while repeatedly weaving into oncoming lanes, as the pursuit continued onto Highway 278 and into the city of Hope. The vehicle crossed the city limits on North Hervey Road and kept pushing forward at dangerously high speeds, repeatedly driving against traffic and ignoring intersections altogether, demonstrating a complete disregard for public safety and human life.
Good. Restricted. Let me know wreck out. Show me your fucking hands! Get up!
After the crash, the suspect immediately fled on foot. During the chase, Officer Lowe deployed a department-issued taser, causing the suspect to fall to the ground, where he was subdued and taken into custody after a brief struggle. Later identified as 55-year-old Ricky Golston, and during the arrest, officers detected a strong odor of alcohol on him, which he also admitted to having consumed earlier. On June 1st, 2025, at approximately 12:34 a.m., Sergeant Ben Ibarra was patrolling northbound on Interstate 530 near mile marker 2. While stopped on the right shoulder, Sergeant Ibarra was monitoring rear traffic with radar when he observed a gray passenger vehicle approaching at 90 miles per hour in a 75 miles per hour zone. A traffic stop was initiated after the vehicle passed his location.
Academy to the road 10, 15, 10, 25.
Well, Corporal Ben Ibarra, say please not pull me over speeding, okay? Please not pull me over speeding. Speeding? I was doing 65. No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, I got a rear radar on me, all right? You were doing 90 when you came up behind me over the top of the hill.
Sergeant Ibarra approached the passenger side and saw the driver wasn't wearing a seatbelt. The vehicle contained a black male driver and a white female passenger. The driver repeatedly refused to identify himself, claiming the passenger had his ID. When Sergeant Ibarra moved to the driver's side to remove him for proper identification, the driver suddenly sped off.
Adam 19 Road 1037. 530 northbound at the 2. Coming up 60 minutes. Just go down this traffic here. Get through this traffic. Make sure he doesn't take 65 on me.
The suspect fled northbound on I-530 before merging west onto I-30, reaching speeds up to 124 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone.
TBI, Scott Hamilton. Show me your fucking hands! Show me your hands! Keep them up! Keep them up! Show me, stick them out the window, you dumb motherfucker! Stick them all the way out. Get your fucking head out. Roll out. Get on the fucking ground. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
On Sunday, August 28, 2022, Trooper Middlecoff was driving north on Red Wolf Boulevard, US 49, when he noticed a white Nissan Armada driven by Dale Brookerson speeding in the left lane toward a red light at East Highland Drive. Brookerson abruptly braked and stopped next to Trooper Middlecoff, drawing his attention. Brookerson appeared jittery and restless at the light, prompting Trooper Middlecoff to suspect possible drug impairment. When the light turned green, both vehicles continued north. Brookerson then switched to the right lane and quickly accelerated, reaching over 60 miles per hour in a 45 zone.
still continuing north, about 40 miles per hour.
A few minutes later, the Nissan stopped in a parking lot. Concerned that the driver might have a weapon, Trooper Middlecoff positioned himself behind the vehicle and ordered the driver to roll down the window and extend his hands outside. However, the driver ignored the command and instead accelerated, fleeing the scene.
Hey, show me your hand. Roll that window down. Roll the window down. Put your hands out the window. Because I told you to. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Okay, we're back on. Back northbound on airport.
Careful.
Oh no.
Dana and also JPD has been advised.
Temple. Still northbound airport, 30 miles per hour. His passenger side rear tire is completely gone, driving on the rim. Show me your hands! I got him pit out. He's refusing to comply. Show me your hands!
After only a few minutes into the pursuit, Trooper Middlecoff found an opportunity and executed a pit maneuver, causing the Nissan to skid off the road and come to a stop. However, the driver then reversed the vehicle and fled again.
Okay, he's able to get away from me. Back northbound on airport. Correction, northbound on airport. Coming up to Johnson now. It looks like we're turning north on east on Johnson.
At approximately 12:10 p.m. on December 9th, 2022, Trooper Neese was on patrol when he observed an ATV traveling on a public roadway. After activating his emergency lights, the ATV pulled over. However, the driver refused to exit the vehicle and instead began arguing with the trooper.
Stop. Stop. You ain't keep going. Stop. You.
Why?
You can't be on the highway.
This is you.
Huh?
They said you can.
Who?
The Pepper Bay. They said you, if you're finishing the trailhead, I was just trying to get past those ditch lines so I can hit this trail. I wasn't trying to cause no trouble.
Oh, he just took off on me.
What's your garage car?
We're going northbound. About 51. The traffic's light. He's wearing a Harley Davidson motorcycle jacket. Tattoos on his face. Where are you? We're off the road.
They're off the road, sir. They're on that Holland reverse, headed going down, chasing the forward.
Back southbound. We're coming up to the new road.
Keep us advised on traffic conditions. Speed, please.
Traffic conditions light. Well, we're going here by the Beaver liquor store. 45 right now. Fairhaven Road, turn right. He's going through the woods.
After turning onto a wooded trail, the ATV used its small size to weave through gaps between trees that patrol vehicles couldn't navigate. Officers were forced to terminate the pursuit, and this time, the suspect managed to get away. Trooper Charmello received a notification from Troop D Communications that St. Francis County deputies were actively pursuing a vehicle traveling north on Highway 261 toward Palestine. The suspect vehicle, a brown Chevrolet, continued eastbound onto Interstate 40. Trooper Charmello responded to the area, intercepted the pursuit near mile marker 256, and assumed the lead position.
I'm on it. 1037, correct net.
Net direction.
TBI, he went into the cable bears.
TBI into the cable bear. Before you ready?
He's 10-15.
10-15.
Why you gotta make me do that? Anything else in the car? No. Don't miss this. You better set it right there. You got it, man. What? Jimmy Manasco. Thank you, bro. You almost took her in him up.
Just got out of jail, man. He's gonna go right back.
Right back.
Yeah.
I just got out of jail.
Yeah. He's gonna go right back.
At approximately 12 p.m. on January 3rd, 2024, a deputy with the Butts County Sheriff's Office observed a silver Chevrolet Malibu speeding. The deputy activated emergency lights to initiate a stop. The driver initially appeared to comply, but then suddenly accelerated and fled at a high rate of speed, leading to a pursuit.
What's your 20? Just got in the fault, 206. 10-4, I'm coming to you, 205. 13 ready, I'm up 75 right behind him. Dorsey, go ahead and call it for him, please. 10-4, can I get that doing? Stand up. Come back here. Yes, stay clear, take on right. Demo. Hey, boss, I mean, what is this like? Speed traffic pretty bad. We're still running about 120, fast on there, speed plane. Biggest plan, heavy traffic, 120,000 emergency. People don't know how to get over there. Looks like they were a little bit behind. Just call 15 Henry County to be 130. Just been here, Jerry, Steve, 3. K3 radio. Still rolling zoom at the 207. Radio, sir. I'm all first to know they do it, scanning to it, what's the time, I'll be kind of wrong. Get over! Get over! Get over!
The pursuit continued onto Interstate 75, passing TFC-3 Clark, who activated his emergency lights and joined the chase. Near mile marker 207, northbound on I-75, the Butts County Sheriff's Office requested Clark take the lead position. At that point, the suspect was traveling around 100 miles per hour in heavy traffic and continued driving in a highly reckless manner. At exit 212, the suspect lost control and crashed into a ditch. The driver exited the vehicle and appeared to attempt to flee on foot. TFC3 Clark exited his patrol unit with his firearm drawn and issued repeated verbal commands for the driver to get on the ground with hands up. The suspect initially refused to comply. Dalton Nunn, the initiating deputy, arrived on scene and helped subdue the suspect, who resisted arrest. Nunn used a stun technique to gain compliance, after which the suspect was taken into custody without further incident. The driver was identified as Kristen Gay through a Georgia driver's license. Further investigation revealed Gay had 2 active warrants and was driving on a suspended license.
Hey, look, I used to work with you guys. I'm just saying, I don't have no problem.
At approximately 11:40 a.m. on March 1st, 2026, Trooper Glover was on patrol when a Ford Fiesta sped past at nearly 130 miles per hour. Glover attempted to pursue, but was unable to keep up. At the same time, Trooper Monroe received a request for assistance, quickly located the suspect vehicle, and immediately took up the pursuit.
Blue Rock 2 Bay at 263. We're Adam 9, 1037.
Adam Robert Henry, 33 Tom. Pass him on the shoulder.
I'll be secondary. 57 South, comes up on Broad, this area. Either 115, 117.
Looks like a whiter Hispanic male with a tan hat on.
White male with a tan hat on.
I'm going, I'll try to set up like one. He just passed another car on the right shoulder coming up on the 3.
up on 3.
We're going to be taking exit 3, notify Sherwood.
2-4 taking exit 3, notify Sherwood.
Ran the red light at Wildwood. On the surface road on Gordon. Gordon. PBI, right at the 2. He's back on the interstate.
TBI, right at the 2, 11:45 p.m.
Mr. Back out the window.
Still bag out the window.
Hands up!
After a pit maneuver brought the vehicle to a stop, the driver was taken into custody without further incident. Officers also recovered a black bag the suspect had thrown from the vehicle during the chase. Inside were several small bags believed to contain marijuana and methamphetamine. The driver also showed signs of stimulant use. At approximately 4:12 p.m. on January 31st, 2026, Corporal Butler was traveling southbound on Highway 16 when he observed a silver Chevrolet Silverado coming from the opposite direction. After turning around to follow and run the plate, he learned the registered owner, Stephen Henry, had a suspended driver's license, and when the truck crossed the center line, Butler activated his emergency lights to stop it, but the driver refused to comply and continued on, prompting a pursuit.
I'll grab you straight.
Do it?
Yes.
Give me a second. If he starts passing any more driveways, just say he's running. Like right now, he's just running at the speed limit, isn't he? 60. Maybe 37. Speed's about 60. It's just not slow. Run this corner.
We're confirming a silver Chevy Silverado.
10 flags. Lifted. Got some writing on the back glass.
Yes.
Always right.
Yes.
He hit it. Here, hold on. I think he's going to turn into this field. If he does start to turn, see if we can get him on a turn. Let's go. That's on.
Henry was taken into custody without further incident, and when questioned, he said he fled out of panic after realizing his driver's license was suspended. Had he simply pulled over, the situation would have been far less complicated.
I believe we're near 5423, Madison 5423.
10-4.
On Tuesday, February 21st, 2023, at around 2:17 p.m., Trooper Carrie Permenter responded to assist the Conway Police Department in an active vehicle pursuit. The suspect, driving a black Dodge Charger, had fled from Conway officers and was traveling eastbound on Interstate 40.
Getting caught up to him in the left lane. Left lane.
the chase reached the Crystal Hill area, Trooper Permenter took the lead. The suspect circled through the Crystal Hill neighborhood before re-entering Interstate 40, continuing eastbound. The pursuit continued at speeds between 110 and 120 miles per hour. During that time, Trooper Permenter maintained the primary position until her emergency lights and siren malfunctioned. In accordance with Arkansas State Police pursuit policy, another trooper took over the lead near mile marker 151 on Interstate 40 eastbound, while Trooper Permenter remained in a support role.
Take over. Secondary. Secondary, 40 east, 140, 152. 40 east, 152. Speed 90, we're on the left shoulder now. Speed 90, left shoulder.
The pursuit continued at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour through heavy traffic. Officers maintained close pursuit, waiting for a safe opportunity to perform a pit maneuver and bring the chase to an end.
Approaching JFK, speeds 112. JFK, we're going to be taking JFK. Take JFK.
As the suspect vehicle approached the levee exit, the driver began passing other motorists by using the interstate shoulder. The suspect then exited onto JFK Boulevard and continued westbound on West Pershing Boulevard. At that point, a successful pit maneuver was executed near the old North Little Rock Police Department building, bringing the pursuit to an end. The suspect, later identified as Corey Simmons, fled the scene on foot, running northbound. After a short foot chase, Trooper Permenter caught Simmons. He resisted arrest but complied after being struck once in the cheek. Simmons was taken into custody without further incident. At approximately 4:15 p.m. on August 3rd, 2025, a Florida Highway Patrol sergeant and deputies with the Liberty County Sheriff's Office were involved in a pursuit of a silver Ford F-150. The pursuit stemmed from a child abduction warrant issued out of Macon County, Georgia. With the vehicle traveling along Highway 20, Sergeant Myers later located the suspect vehicle and quickly took over as the primary pursuing unit.
Hey, y'all, behind that truck, I can't get my radio switch over. Georgia CK E75. E875. Zulu Kilo. Foxtrot 875.
You on 1031 of it?
I'm 1031.
Y'all still westbound? Okay.
60 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour.
Moments later, as the truck slowed, Sergeant Myers attempted a pit maneuver. The suspect managed to regain control, turned around, and continued fleeing in the opposite direction.
Pit. He spun around, hit the ground. He's still fleeing. Now back eastbound.
He hit eastbound, Crystal. Yes.
He's back eastbound. I couldn't do much with him. He's got that pickup. Keeping my radio. Got other units running?
Okay. Yeah, we're getting them 62 left on now.
Get back in place. Northbound on Prison Road.
You said northbound on which road?
And he's trying to get me. Let Liberty know I'm going to go on ahead and get out the stop set. Let Liberty know I'm going to go ahead and try to get out.
He's on the phone. He said the suspect's not trying to pit the trooper. We're trying to get Liberty County 1049 251. He's on the phone.
No, I got 3 units behind me. 3 units behind me. 3 units behind me.
3 units behind right now.
I can't match up to this Ford pickup.
It's a Ford pickup.
He's just too high for me.
You said what now?
He's just too high for me.
A second pit attempt followed, but it still didn't bring the truck to a stop. With a child believed to be inside, officers had to be exceptionally deliberate, balancing the need to end the chase against the risk of making the situation even more dangerous.
Hispanic male.
Okay, Hispanic male.
Or darker Hispanic. Now he's trying to pit me. Some northbound Prison Road. He's blocking the dark road. Northbound 412. Brake check. Speed 6 miles an hour.
1006. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm listening to you. Brake taking 6 miles per hour. Suspect vehicle still trying to pit him.
4, we're back up and running.
10-4, we're on handheld.
Can you hear me?
10-4, I can hear you on the handheld.
Too big for me to fit. Too big for me to fit. A little too high. Northbound on Prison Road, coming up on Liberty CI. Speed 60 miles an hour. Look at you, all over the road, man.
Wrong idea, what's your fault?
Nah, Liberty's trying to box him out. Hit the shoulder in the ditch, hit the shoulder in the ditch. Hit the shoulder in the ditch. He's still going north.
Officers then attempted a coordinated containment maneuver to safely box the vehicle in, but the suspect refused to comply, repeatedly swerving and steering aggressively to break out of the containment.
Oldboybank.com/member FDIC, equal housing under terms and conditions apply. The truth says Hazy Eric will clear the way. It's the Eric Energy. You know what? They need to know. Really ridiculous. All the stuff I talk about on radio features the Aztec child sacrifice. Here's what we actually know from archaeological evidence and records of the time. The Aztec tortured children, believing that they needed to collect enough tears of the children to be able to make blood, to be able to inspire the gods to bring the beings. Yes, the Aztec tortured the children before killing them, because they needed the tears of the children to evoke the gods to send their rain. That is what the Aztec did. It would bring rain, and then the more men have
Up here.
campaign. That's what major necessary push. Agencies say they don't have a major public authority agencies in Kansas. 30%. We're down, baby. Last week, I started a bad 716 on the YouTube account. Correspondent Charles over there. I want to try to get him up here at the intersection.
As the pursuit reached Little Sycamore Church Road, the suspect slowed to make a right turn. Sergeant Myers took the opportunity to execute a controlled, low-speed pit to the rear passenger side, prioritizing the safety of the abducted child. Sergeant Norris positioned his patrol car in front to block any escape, but the suspect deliberately rammed Norris's vehicle. Deputies initiated a felony stop. The suspect briefly opened the driver's door while holding an AR-15 rifle, which deputies quickly seized. The rifle was later confirmed to be unloaded. The suspect then fled on foot into nearby woods. After a short foot pursuit, deputies used a taser and physical restraint to take the suspect, identified as Mortez Rashad Edwards, into custody at approximately 5:08 p.m. The abducted child was safely reunited with the mother at HCA Gadsden Hospital. She later reported that earlier that morning, Edwards had broken into her home, abducted the child, and fled following the recent end of their relationship. Around 7:30 a.m. on December 18th, 2024, while on patrol, Officer Strain received information about a stolen vehicle believed to be connected to a homicide. He later spotted a vehicle matching that description. When he attempted a traffic stop, the driver refused to comply and fled at high speed, initiating a pursuit.
grand on that Toyota Corolla, goes to George Street, Robert 9 Drive, up 8710, 9 a.m.
Southbound green,
Northbound green. So 817, those north or southbound?
southbound.
Just not across from 817, that vehicle southbound Grand from Linden, 9 a.m.
40 westbound from Grand.
40 westbound from Grand, 40 westbound, 9 a.m.
The pursuit quickly escalated to speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. The suspect weaved through traffic and showed no sign of slowing down, even as traffic volume rose above normal.
Highway, they are about to hit the center wall or the right median.
Clear, just advise from my supervisor, they're saying they got that as a straight steal. Westbound 20 towards right median at 902.
87's on, they're wrecked out,
Stop!
You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get tased!
Median.
Stop!
On that Toyota Corolla, black and color, 902.
87 ton, they're running into the park. White male, black jacket, jeans, black male, gray jacket, red sweatpants. Cars wrecked out in the middle of the highway. Give me some cars up to Forest Park.
Where are they running?
Into the park? White male, black jacket, and jeans, 8902.
The park's right here, right? Yeah, but...
903 and 8710 on your City.
Right here.
Negative. I'm on the highway with the vehicle. The driver's right. Hey, get out of the ground! Get out of the ground! They're still in the park. Passengers have black male, gray hoodie, red sweatpants.
429, he's running westbound to the opposite lane.
After the vehicle lost control on Interstate 64 near Kings Highway, two young men immediately jumped out and fled on foot, but were caught nearby. The driver was identified as Devin McCullum. A search of McCullum, who has a prior criminal record and was on probation, revealed illegal drugs. He was charged with first-degree tampering with a motor vehicle, felony fleeing, creating a risk of injury or death, felony resisting arrest, and possession of a controlled substance.